What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a bit of an in-depth walk around on this 55 GMC M135. So starting on the front end of the truck, this winch that came from, I believe, factory is a 12,000 pound PTO driven winch, and it's freaking huge. This thing has got to weigh a couple hundred pounds. With only a 12,000 pound capacity, it seems a little overkill to me. We can get like 16,000 pound winches, 12 volt winches these days that are half the size of this thing, and will bolt right on here. I don't have a PTO driven transfer case anymore, so this thing is kind of obsolete. So we'll probably end up changing this out for better winch in the future. It does have an upgraded steering box on it. This is from a semi truck. So it does have a power steering now, which it didn't from factory. So that's a huge upgrade for this truck. So if any of you guys know anything about these trucks, you would have known that it would have come with a 6-cylinder gas engine, and it would have been a 6-wheel drive truck from the factory. So as you can see, this thing is not 6-wheel drive anymore. So what someone has done is actually cut the rear axle and the frame right off, and now it's only a 4-wheel drive. They've put bigger tires from factory. I think this thing came with actually pretty small tires from factory. Now it's got 44-inch military spec tires, and it's a freaking beast. So this box bed, whatever you want to call it, is actually off of a military trailer, and it's super sturdy. Obviously, being a military trailer box, this thing weighs a freaking ton. And yeah, I don't know what to do with it, whether we take it off, we make a flat deck for this thing, or turn it into a wrecker, or make it the ultimate overland rig. Who knows? I don't know yet. So I need you guys' help. One of the coolest features about this truck that I didn't even know until I picked the truck up was that the axle shafts on the rear axle even have like a toe point on the axle shaft itself. Look, I'll show you. See, it's got a spot right there. You can, you can stick a shackle in there or whatever. It's so cool. So underneath, it's actually a super built chassis. This thing is huge. The leaf packs on this truck are really short, but they're really fat because they're meant for a 2.5 ton truck. So they're gonna get next to no flex. So we might have to change those out sometime in the future, or go with a longer leaf, or perhaps go with a coil. The next thing I'm gonna do is show you what's under the hood of this truck, because it's not what it came from factory, and it makes this truck what it is. Here we go. We're gonna lift up the hood of this truck, and I'm gonna show you what is under there hiding. Now, if any of you guys are familiar with different diesel motors, you might see that this is a 12-valve Cummins. These trucks didn't come with 12-valve Cummins, I'm telling you. Next thing I'm going to do is show you the interior of this truck. I've dismantled quite a bit of it, so it's not going to look like a regular interior. There's no steering wheel, there's no seat. The pedal assembly, factory pedal assembly is no longer there, and I have been converting it to a newer style braking system. So we got a new pedal assembly going in there, and I'm going to create a whole new dash for it. So let's check it out. Okay, so now that we're in the truck, you can see that this thing has next to nothing left in it. There's no seat, there's no steering wheel, there's no pedals other than those aftermarket ones that I put in there. Well, they're not aftermarket, they come out of a Dodge pickup. But there's the factory automatic transmission selector. It's super cool, super weird. These trucks are just full of crazy quirks. One of the coolest things I like about this truck is the Safari windows that it has. And they all work. So I am super excited to dive into this truck and see what it can become. So I need your guys' help on this truck. Oh, I'm gonna do all the work on this truck and get it to the point where we can take it off-roading, we can take it rock crawling, or we can make whatever I can out of this truck. I need your guys' help. I need you guys to let me know what I should do with this thing, because it's been sat here for about 6 months. I've had tons of ideas, but I haven't gotten around to making it happen yet. I want this truck to be on the channel really bad. Okay, let's get down off this truck before I fall down. That's like 6 feet to the ground. If I fell off that, it would probably hurt. So there you have it. We've done a quick walk around on the M135. I've shown you that it's got a Cummins diesel engine and it's on 44-inch military spec tires. So this thing is basically ready to rip. I've just got to do a few things on the interior to get it to the point where it can fire up again. And I got to make some tweaks to the brakes. And then basically we can just fire this thing up and drive it around. And that I am seriously looking forward to. And you should be too. Okay, that concludes today's walk around of this truck. Make sure that you hit that like button and that you hit the subscribe button and follow along for more content of this truck, because you know it's gonna be sick. The last thing is, guys, there's gonna be a video pop up right here and I want you guys to go check it out.